Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video, we're reviewing the Porsche Panamera E-Hybrid. Before we get into this video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to the Porsche Salt Lake for giving me some time with this car. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. If you have any questions or need any help, just ask for Matt Hendry. Also include a link to my car buying guide. Let's get into it. Powering this is a twin-turbo 2.9 liter V6 that goes through an 8-speed dual clutch automatic. It's paired to a hybrid system as well. 55 is the MPGe rating. Without hybrid assist, it can get 21 miles per gallon. It can go 28 miles on a charge, and it produces 463 horsepower and then 479 pound-feet of torque. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So taking a look at the hood, really distinctive body lines throughout, and then love the headlight design here. You actually have 4 different lights in there. That's really cool looking. And then you can see here with the turn signal indicator down below. And notice how they keep the design here at the bottom pretty simple, but yeah, definitely distinctly Porsche. Tire and wheel setup is 275 by 35 by 21 in the front, and then 325 by 30 by 21 in the rear, so wider tires out back, that's for sure. Now, we've got these blacked out wheels, and then notice the brake caliper is actually kind of like a gray in hue, so it creates a little bit of contrast there within the wheelhouse. E-Hybrid here on the side. I'll take a few steps back so you guys can see the side profile. The Panamera is a large sedan. I would say that it's similar in size to, I mean, probably like the old Toyota Avalon. Like it's a big car. And quickly, you notice that we have a cap on each side, one for plugging in and one for gas. I'm pretty sure this is the, oh no, it's the opposite. Always get it mixed up. Yeah, this is the plug. The other side is the gas. Now this leads us to the key fob. We have our lock and unlock. We've got the opening here for the rear hatch. You can see to plug it in, and quite a bit of storage here in the back. Again, it is a hatchback. Now you'll notice that the floor isn't super deep, but I mean overall it's practical. When you're all done, just press that and that will lower the whole system down. Really cool light bar design. I'm glad that I filmed on an overcast day so you guys can see these elements a little bit better. And those exhaust tips kind of reminds me of like an old school muscle car in a way with how much those poke out, but there's the rear. Popping inside, we've got nice stitching and soft touch here up top. See down below, love the handle there, and more soft touch right there. Perforations all down the seat. And we'll kind of slip in here. Decent amount of room. Got our own climate zone here in the back. Got the nice little buttons. And then we actually get our own sunroof here in the back too. And notice how these are kind of like bucket seats in a way for the back passengers. It's very sporty looking, but it's Porsche. It makes sense. This leads us up front, where again, we've got all the nice soft touch down below as well. All of your controls here for the windows. You can see opening up the hatch, folding the mirrors, memory seats, blind spot monitoring with the mirrors. And here's the front seat, perforated all down the center. Got all of your adjustments there. Panamera 4 on the side. You can see you've got a little push button for the engine. Taking a look at the steering wheel, nice trim all around. Paddle shifters there on the back. And then we've got practical controls in the front, like your phone controls, voice command controls. You get your little drive mode select there on the steering wheel itself. And then regular stocks here in the back in normal Porsche fashion. Digital gauge cluster here in the center. And you can switch between the different drive modes. Not available. Well, I guess we can switch between most of the different drive modes. But yeah, being a fully digital gauge cluster, you can change the information this displays to you. It's pretty customizable, which I think is good. And I like the overall animation on the screen. I think they did a good job with the look. 360 camera system, great resolution with the camera system. It's nice to have with a big car. With the infotainment system, it's quick to respond. It has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. And then if you press the little Panamera there, you can go into the drive modes and adjust everything. You can extend the spoiler as well. And then guess what? We got the sport chrono clock. That makes a Porsche. Soft touch on the dash, of course. Do quickly want to mention you can adjust the suspension of the car. So cool. With that, got all of our climate controls down below. Heated, ventilated seats. Got this little storage area that has the wireless phone charging pad. We've got some cup holders. Center console. Got a nice trim on everything. And I like the two-tone of this interior with the leather color down below. Really solid handle in the glove box there. And then got a rear view mirror, and then we've got the dual center, so we've got the normal center up front. That's kind of cool with the coloration on the window sticker. But you guys can see the base MSRP. This one has quite a few options added to it. There's your total MSRP, $134,905. Let's see how this performs. Well, let's set off in the Panamera Hybrid. The car, the car that is recommended by doctors. I mean, seriously, like every single successful doctor has a Porsche, and it's usually a Panamera. And you know, it makes sense. I was thinking about this today. I was like, why is it that, especially like surgeons, they always have Porsche Panameras? It's a nice looking car, right? Great interior, comfortable to drive, great sound insulation. So it's like, you know, as they commute to and from the hospital, it's a comfortable ride, and it's still got, you know, a sporty element to it. And you know, if it's a doctor that's not that's just doesn't own their own practice, well, they can't get any tax benefits from owning a big truck anyways. So it's like, well, I make a lot of money, so I can afford the car. I can't write it off because I'm not the one who owns the hospital, so might as well just get something like this. I don't know. But it is also, I think this is over 6,000 pounds probably, with the, not the car's weight, but the gross vehicle weight rating, the weight plus the payload. I don't know. Let me know if you're a doctor and if you drive a Panamera. Why? I always see these outside of doctors' offices. But yeah, ride quality is, it's nice. Again, this is kind of an interesting car. Hatchback, really long car. It's kind of like a Audi RS6 type deal in a way. I mean, this has the hybrid. It doesn't have the 4-liter V8, but it's kind of what it reminds me of in terms of that style of car. Just like a big, kind of spacious performance. This one's not a station wagon, but hatchback, so it's kind of in between a sedan and a hatchback, or station wagon rather. Yeah, ride quality's good. Really good insulation. Really good insulation. It's actually quite impressive. Let's pop it into the Sport Plus setting. I love Porsche's touch points. They do a really good job with making everything just feel premium to the touch. Ooh, man, that's got a kick. That has got a kick. We'll call it jalapeno car. Get it? Okay, maybe that's not a good joke. Spicy, right? But yeah, it's got a solid punch. It's actually pretty impressive. Sorry, there's a ton of traffic, but we can finally get up and move now. Yeah, it's quick. It's super smooth too. That's the thing that I think is a big selling point for Porsche, is not just the speed that you get with these cars, but how smooth everything is. Like, the car just feels so hunkered down, and not only that, but the engine, the transmission, it's just like this effortless power. And I think that's part of the reason as to why there's, you know, quote-unquote Porsche horsepower, where a Porsche will have a certain amount of power and it won't be as much as another automaker, but the car feels just as fast and sometimes faster. So I think there's quite a bit to that. So yeah, with that being said, I really like this car. It drives well, and the plug-in hybrid aspect is nice so that you don't have to use gas for the shorter commutes. It also gives a little bit more power. And I'm usually not fond of turbo V6s. I think that, you know, flat four or not flat 6 cylinders or inline 6 cylinders, you know, typically better because of how smooth they are and just how they pull to redline. But this V6 is really well tuned, and so it has that smooth power delivery that I really appreciate in an inline 6 or a flat 6. So it's quite impressive what they've done here. Man, this is a big car. This truly is a big car. It's definitely taken a little bit of takes a little bit of effort to park the beast. The camera system helps out quite a bit, turns you into a pro. So let me know what you guys think about the Panamera.